Welcome back to Heavy Duty, the place where machines meet legacy. Today, we're stepping back in time to explore a true American icon, the 1964 Ford pickup. This is more than just a truck. It's a symbol of grit, determination, and the golden age of utility vehicles. A workhorse in its day, and a collector's gem now, the '64 Ford pickup is as authentic as it gets. One look at this classic and you know it was built for business. The design is boxy, strong, and straight to the point. The front end is bold, with a wide grille flanked by round sealed beam headlights that give the truck its unmistakable face. The hood is long and flat, and there's a raw honesty to the bodywork, no flashy curves or plastic, just pure steel and purpose. Ford offered a variety of styles in '64, including the F100, F250, and F350, with different bed lengths and trims, but all of them shared that tough, straightforward presence. The side profile keeps things simple and clean. Panel gaps are wide, wheel arches are stamped with purpose, and the bed is squared off with steel rails that could take a beating day after day. This truck wasn't designed in a wind tunnel, it was designed on job sites, in fields, and along American backroads. Chrome trim on higher spec models gave it a touch of flash, but overall, this was a no-nonsense machine built to haul, tow, and serve. The interior of the 1964 Ford pickup is pure function. Step inside, and you're greeted by a wide steel dash, a simple instrument cluster with analog gauges, and bench seating that's firm, durable, and meant to last. You'll find vinyl covering on most surfaces, and metal everywhere else. Climate control meant rolling down the window, and entertainment came from an optional AM radio that crackled through a single dashboard speaker. But there's a charm to it all. Everything you need is right where it should be. The steering wheel is big and basic, with no buttons or distractions. The gear shifter, whether on the floor or column, was satisfying and mechanical. Even the switches and knobs feel like they were carved from industrial stock. It's not about luxury. It's about dependability. In its time, this was the truck that got you to work, carried your tools, and didn't complain about rough roads or long days. Under the hood, the 1964 Ford pickup offered a variety of engine choices. The most common were inline sixes like the 223 cubic inch mileage maker and the 262 Big Six. But for those needing more power, the 292 cubic inch V8 was available, offering solid torque and a throaty rumble that still gets respected classic car meets today. Horsepower ranged from about 130 to 170 depending on configuration, but what really mattered was the low-end grunt. This truck could pull its weight, and then some. It was paired with a 3-speed manual transmission as standard, with options for a 4-speed or even an automatic for those looking for a little more ease on the job. Rear-wheel drive was standard, but 4x4 models were available, perfect for rural work, muddy fields, or snowpacked trails. Suspension was rugged, with a solid front axle and leaf springs in the rear, which meant a stiff ride when unloaded but excellent performance under heavy loads. Driving a '64 Ford pickup today is like taking a trip back to a time when vehicles had personality. The steering is heavy at low speeds, the brakes are manual and take effort, and every bump in the road is felt through the frame. But that's the experience. It's raw, mechanical, and connected. There's no computer watching over your shoulder. Just you, the engine, the road, and the history behind it all. As for price, when this truck was new, it started at just over $2,000 depending on the model and trim. Today, values for well-preserved or restored examples have climbed steadily. A driving 1964 Ford pickup in fair condition might go for $10,000 to $15,000. A fully restored, show-quality example can easily fetch upwards of $35,000 or more, especially with rare options or factory-correct finishes. But for many, the value isn't just in the dollars, it's in the connection to a simpler era and the craftsmanship that modern trucks sometimes forget. There's a reason this pickup is still beloved today. It represents a time when trucks were honest tools, no frills, no complicated electronics, just hard steel, a strong frame, and an engine that kept going. And even 60 years later, these trucks still run, still haul, and still turn heads. Whether you're restoring one in your garage or spotting one at a show, the 1964 Ford pickup holds a timeless spot in American truck history. That wraps up today's ride into the past. If you love classic trucks and the stories they carry, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Heavy Duty, and let us know what old school machine you want us to explore next. Until then, stay strong, stay classic, and keep it heavy.